This is Action News Sports Sunday, sponsored by Audi.
Well, guess who showed up to Sixers practice today? Welcome to Sports Sunday. I'm Jeff Skaversky. Ben Simmons is back. The disgruntled Sixers star practicing for the first time today since demanding a trade, refusing to meet with teammates, boycotting camp and the preseason. Yes, he's back, but the Sixers still don't know if he'll play in Wednesday's opener. Here's Simmons arriving for his first Sixers practice this morning, and here's our only evidence of Simmons actually with his teammates, this one picture. Simmons was already MIA by the time our cameras were allowed in, and he did not talk. Coach Doc Rivers says Simmons was a full participant and in decent shape, but he doesn't know if Simmons again will play in New Orleans Wednesday. Tobias Harris has asked if Simmons being here was awkward.
Tobias, was it kind of awkward though when he showed up today?
No. It's perfectly fine. We're grown men here. This is not middle school, 7th grade, 8th grade. Oh, you did this to me, you did this. No, it's all right. As soon as we step on that floor, it's just basketball.
It was good, overall. He was in and out. It was not a great practice, not because of Ben, more just because take a day off, 3 games before the first game. Guys, unfortunately, no math. But overall, it was a good day.
Simmons will likely break his silence either tomorrow or Tuesday. He has a lot of questions to answer. All right, let's talk football. The Eagles with a rare Sunday off, but they were keeping an eye on all the games today, especially the Raiders, who they have next Sunday in Las Vegas. The Raiders beat the Broncos. They are 4-2. Check this out. Looks like Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft are about to fight. Watch out. The Cowboys and Patriots owners watching their teams throw down in overtime. Dak Prescott to CeeDee Lamb. Beats former Eagle Jalen Mills. Pushed after the play, and Lamb tells Mills, bye-bye. Dallas wins their 5th straight, 35-29. The Cowboys are 5-1. How about Washington facing Kansas City? It's the Chiefs hogging the ball. Patrick Mahomes throws nearly 400 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. KC wins 31-13. Eagles fans will be happy about this. New York, a giant mess today against the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford throws 4 touchdowns. Giants blown out at home 38-11. They have lost 5 of 6 to start the season. Amazing scene here. Carson Wentz invited Eagles superfan Giovanni Hamilton to the Colts game in Indy. Wentz says, happy to see you. He gives the kid who has a rare muscle disorder a big hug and a signed football. Wentz, of course, happy to have his name on this football today against Houston, throws 2 touchdowns. Wentz now has 6 combined TDs, no interceptions his last 3 games combined. And now after the Colts' 31-3 win, the former Eagle showing some brotherly love for Giovanni.
It was cool to see Giovanni real briefly before the game, and I know that everybody here has been taking great care of him, but he's a special kid, and it's kids like him that really remind me of the bigger picture of the role models that we can be and the impact we can make as athletes. So it was pretty special to see him on the sideline. I know he had some fun yesterday and today, and hopefully he enjoyed that one.
Amazing gesture. All right, 6 games into his head coaching career, Nick Sirianni admits his Eagles don't have an identity on offense. And while that's hard to believe and may sound strange, Sirianni says nobody in the NFL has an identity this early. They're still building. For more on what needs to change, here's Jamie Apodi and ESPN's Sal Paolantonio.
The result against the Bucs was kind of what everybody expected. Looking ahead for the Eagles now, they've got some time here to prepare for their next game against the Raiders. Where do you see them needing the most work?
I think they have to redefine their offense, Jamie. I think they have some time, but they need to look at things critically, self-scout critically, and say, okay, we ran the ball well in the 4th quarter against the Bucs. That should be the definition of what this offense does. It should go through Miles Sanders and Kenny Gainwell. They should be running to the right. Jordan Mailata did a very, very good job, I thought, against the Bucs in run blocking on the right side. And, that combination on the right side from Kelsey to the right side with Mailata can be a potent force running the football. And if you have Jalen Hurts as a threat to run and open things up for Miles Sanders early in the game, then you're not behind, and then you can play in front of the sticks. And I think they have to redefine what they do offensively.
How about the defense? I mean, we're going into this game against Las Vegas that has their own issues with the coaching issues aside, but they've been playing great football. What does defense need to do?
Well, to me, the inexperience of the defensive coordinator, Jonathan Gannon, is really showing. And I think they have to tear up the defensive script, and they must become much more aggressive. They're a reactionary defense, and they must bring the game to behind the line of scrimmage, force more sacks, more hits on the quarterback, more turnovers as a result.
Well, with that being said, final question. Jalen Hurts said after the game against the Bucs that he believes they have everything they need right here in this locker room to succeed. Do you agree?
What really needs to happen is scheme-wise, offensively and defensively. I think if you want to translate what Jalen Hurts is saying, Jamie, he's saying, we have the talent, we have the personnel, maybe we just need a different approach, and that's up to the coaches.
Well, one thing that won't change, Sirianni, he's going to stick with calling the plays. Still to come on Sports Sunday, I go one-on-one with Flyers coach Alain Vigneault, who says point blank they're making the playoffs and competing for the Cup. That's coming up. First, our play of the week, Zach Ertz's final game playing for the Eagles. He scores the touchdown. Now, Ertz knew this was his last game, one of the greatest Eagles all time. He caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, cried at his locker for 30 minutes, knowing he was leaving home for Arizona.
I love this place. I've said it all along. And it's a great opportunity to be here, and I loved it here. I did the best I could every day, and I can leave knowing that. And this isn't going to be the last you'll see of me here in the city.
Sports Sunday, sponsored by your Delaware Valley Audi dealers. Go confidently with legendary Quattro all-wheel drive. Action News Sports Sundays Beat the Spread is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Back on Sports Sunday, Eagles 3-point underdogs next Sunday afternoon in Las Vegas. Eagles, by the way, have been underdogs in every game this season. Flyers gritty defenseman Rasmus Ristolainen still doesn't sound quite ready to make his Flyers debut tomorrow. The D-man who they traded for is still bothered by an upper body injury. Carter Hart will get the start tomorrow against former Flyers coach Dave Haxtell on the expansion Seattle Kraken. Of course, high expectations for Hart and the Flyers this year after missing the playoffs last season. Alain Vigneault doesn't beat around the bush. He tells me they're making the playoffs.
We all have something to prove individually and collectively. I feel that this is an excellent group. Chuck Fletcher went out this summer and made some key additions to our defense, to our forward group. And we got to bring the pieces together. We're obviously, in my mind, we're a playoff team. And once you're in the playoffs, everything is possible. And our goal ultimately is to win that Stanley Cup.
Is that what something to prove means? Winning the Stanley Cup, chasing the Stanley Cup?
Well, I think you've got to put the goals first as they come. And the first goal, I would say, would be to come together as a group, meaning on the ice as far as systems and style of play, and off the ice, building, the strong relationships. From there, our second objective is to get into the playoffs. There's 16 of the 32 teams that start the season that are getting in. It's not easy to get in, but we're definitely a playoff team. We're going to make the playoffs, and then we're going to have an opportunity to compete for the Stanley Cup. And I believe, obviously, things have got to fall into place a little bit here, but I do believe that we're one of the good teams in the NHL, and we'll get that opportunity.
You're that confident. It's as simple as that?
Well, nothing is simple, and it's all based on hard work. But, with the group that we have, the additions that we've made, the energy that I'm feeling with this group, I feel nothing but optimism.
Let's hope so. They need a cup badly. Something to prove is the Flyers' motto. They have it on T-shirts, and it's on a sign in their locker room. Speaking of the playoffs, Game 2 of the NLCS, Dodger Braves tied up, bottom 9. Eddie Rosario up the middle, too hot to handle for the Dodgers. And another walk-off game winner for the Braves. They win 5-4 in the 9th. They lead the series 2-0. Finally tonight, the WNBA crowns a champion. The Chicago Sky beat the Phoenix Mercury to win their first championship. Candace Parker and the Sky are on top of the world tonight, celebrating in front of a sold-out crowd in Chicago. Well, that is it for Action News Sports Sunday tonight. For the entire Action News team, I'm Jeff Skaversky. Good night. Big week ahead. Ben Simmons, probably hear from him Monday or Tuesday. Flyers tomorrow. Of course, the Eagles, a big game ahead this week. That is it. Good night, everyone.